What's up, boys? Today I'm going to be cooking some bugs. I'm looking for the interrogator with the wave cooker as my primary weapon, and I'm looking to get a lot of potency and a lot of beam range on that to just absolutely melt and freeze a ton of bugs at the same time. Other than that, other good weapons here would be the cryo cannon to also freeze and burn at the same time if you get the overclock for that. The crack sentinels would be pretty solid. That's another beam weapon that has very good burn stacking. And the sludge pump would also be pretty good, another beam weapon that also has the damage amplify from the acid effect. I don't think I care about damage here, just more potency for the burn stacking. And that's about it, just full wave cooker. Haven't done a build like that in a while, and it should be pretty strong now with the potency changes. It was one of the best burn weapons in the game before that, and it's probably one of the best burn and freeze weapons now as well. And with a lot of weapon range, if I can get the overclock that increases the width of the beam, I think I'm going to take the status effect damage to really pump the burn stacks. Yeah, if I can get that, then it's going to be an insane crowd control weapon and also have pretty high damage over time. And the beam width makes it hit quite a few enemies, so I need to get the wave cooker as my second weapon. There we go. Just to get as many upgrades on that as possible. And the interrogator actually feels like one of the stronger classes now to me. I haven't had a single build on them that felt weak yet, so I'm going to take all the wave cooker levels to push the overclocks on that. Now with the addition of the potency stat. Try and grab that XP for some extra levels here real quick. Grab the potency every time for that. I'm not going to be taking the Squinty's crit artifact if I ever get that, because I just don't want to reduce the damage of my damage over time at all, even though it might still be an overall DPS increase. Just want to get the massive burn stacks here. If I can pull some of the Praetorians through some of those rocks, they'll help me mine out a little bit faster. That's a bad spot to be near a bouncy boy. Another lifetime, that's okay. I guess I'll take it versus some common upgrades. The beam weapons generally have a pretty high uptime, so it's not amazing. I think I'm just going to take the flamethrower level. There are some decent overclocks for that if I can get it up to 18. I think the balanced overclocks don't actually help the burn damage on it very much, though. See, we have a slasher and another slasher, it looks like. Thankfully, no shellbacks. Take a damage just for the level. I'm gonna try and pull them through the detonators here to get a bit of damage going on them, since I haven't done any at all yet. A little bit there. I guess probably the flamethrower level here. It's not a bad weapon when I'm already going for burning beam based stuff. The XP scanner is just pretty weak for the artifacts. I would have taken the gold or nitra here, but I think I'm just going to grab the divers for the passive stats. Try and pull them through some more detonators. Now they have a pretty wide open area in the middle to kite through. That's one of the nice things about this map, the Salt Flats, is that once you mine out all the terrain, there's a pretty large area to maneuver around. Another reload into the first overclock. I don't want either of these. I definitely don't want that one. It makes it very hard to hit anything. I guess I'll try the rotation speed. The coolest combo for this, I feel like, is the increased burning stacks and then the extra width, so you can just hit a massive area of enemies with it. That's what always feels the best to me anyways. I'll take an early pickup to help me get some more XP. Getting close to the third weapon. Sludge pump is not bad. I'll take that. Big paint job or some weapon range. I'm going all in on the wave cooker, so I think I am going to take the weapon range, even though I do like that. The sludge pump actually has a pretty high amount of damage over time for an acid weapon. They're usually on the lower end, since they also have some decent damage amplify from these stacking effects. Reload, I'm not actually sure how good that is on the wave cooker since it doesn't tell you the lifetime on it. But a 3-second reload actually is fairly long, so I do want some of that. Another reload speed for the sludge pump is okay. I'll take some crit chance, I suppose. Those are both pretty similar and don't really work on damage over times. Take a reload speed for the flamethrower. I'm gonna take the level on that since neither of those work on dots, and I wouldn't mind some overclocks on the sludge pump. I'll take a reload speed. It's not bad on the sludge pump. It's one of the few beam weapons that actually has a pretty low uptime. I think I'll take a potency for that. Like I said, it does have pretty good damage. The drone would oh wait, cryo cannon is very good here. I was gonna say the drone is okay since it's lasting in fire. I'll take a cryo level. But the cryo cannon is the other weapon that I really wanted, so that's fantastic to not have to reroll for that. Potency's okay into an overclock. Yeah, I don't think the balance ones really help with the damage over time. 2.84 and 18. Probably take that. Ooh, big status. Luck is very... well, no. The wave cooker can't get +1 beams, although that would be hilarious if it could. That's kind of expensive. That's pretty cheap. And then look for some more status stuff, or Nitra stuff, I mean. That would have been nice, but that's okay.
Your mission is clear. Get to it.
Normally on an elemental beam, luck is extremely good since that significantly increases your chances of getting the +1 beams legendary, but that's less of a thing if you're mainly focusing the wave cooker.
For your life. The big swarm is approaching. We can't send in supplies until you clear out the landing zone.
Big reload speed for either. I think I like the sludge pump a bit more. The wave cooker might fit the build better, but I think that scales better with the reload speed. I don't want to lower the potency, so I'll take the lifetime. You can see even with the big reload speed and lifetime, the uptime actually isn't that high yet, 7.2 versus 2.44. So you actually get some decent benefit from stats like that on the sludge pump, unlike most elemental beam weapons. How do I want to get to that supply pod? Ooh, a big reload speed there. I think I will take a legendary over a green for the build. A cryo cannon level. Even though the flamethrower was a bit better there, I just want the cryo cannon levels more. These are some of the worst artifacts I could get. Wow. Amazing. I can maybe get some use out of that with 2 freezing weapons later on. If I can get level 18 on the wave cooker. Another wave cooker level. Status, probably want that every time. Going to need a lot more wave cooker levels though. Level 7 when I'm at 32 is extremely low for my second weapon. A Praetorian. And another.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time.
I'll take a reload speed over damage. Improving the uptime will help the status effects a little bit, but damage won't. That looks like it might be everything. Another wave cooker.
Running out of bugs. More are on the way.
Ooh, big paint job. I will definitely take that over lifetime. And we did get the nano waves for the huge potency at least. These are the 2 overclocks that I did want. The beam width just gives it so much extra area, it just feels so nice to have. I'll take the potency on the cryo. I think it just targets the closest enemy to you, so the rotation speed is not bad, but with enough area it seems like you don't really even need that. You can just hit like an entire horde with the thing and some extra beam range. Armor status. I don't mind some armor for a status build. but maybe I have enough freezing anyways.
We need to move it. The bugs are evolving.
Big status, definitely. Cryo level, sure. Got the burning overclock, that's the main one I wanted for that. For 2 dual burning and freezing weapons. Big crit chance, I think I will take that over a blue reload on my 3rd weapon. Sludge Pump, let's reroll this I think. Cryo or a reload, I really want to get the 18 on that, and damage is the least useful stat on that, since I'm just using it for the status effects. Another reload. Luck, I am on the 2nd floor. Although I am pretty high level now since I can stall out for quite a while.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out.
I will take potency maybe? Probably still early enough for the luck. There's still 4 more shops or 3 more to go? 3 more, I think. Big status, decent potency. Let's see what else. Actually, that's a cheap level. Let's see what else there is now. Big potency. I don't think I have any mining speed yet, and that's pretty important on this map.
Last work to be done. Up and at 'em, miner.
The wave cooker also fully hits over walls like that, so it's honestly a pretty strong weapon now, it seems like. Biggest issue is that it's just kind of hard to hit the exact balanced overclocks on it that you want. There seems to be a pretty big pool of them, and I don't usually get the exact 2 that I want. The rotation speed does seem fine though.
Supplies blocked. Get the landing zone clear.
Too early for the pay to win. I guess I'll try the shield belt. You can have multiple copies of that, and taking this will at least remove it from the pool, and it does kind of synergize with the build even though it's terrible. I think the best artifacts for a build like this are probably pickled nitra, and then maybe gold-tipped bullets if you can hold a decent amount. Probably have enough pickup radius by now, take some more cryo levels. Yeah, pretty nice being able to snipe stuff over the walls with a wave cooker like that.
Detected. Get ready for viewing shortly.
Just one more level on it and I'll have pretty insane freezing for the build. Slasher and a Mactira. Take the level there to finish that off and get the freezing effect. 118 slow sounds pretty insane. Yeah, it just instantly froze those guys, wow. And with the fast rotation speed targeting the closest enemy, it should be pretty quick at keeping enemies off of me. Decent HP or a damage. I'll grab some more survivability. I think I am pretty lacking in that department for this run. Bit more status or some range. Honestly, give me the range just because it's fun. Paint job will help me push the overclocks on that. Yeah, Interrogator's honestly pretty nuts now with the potency change. Actually feels like one of the stronger class mods to me. Fire is not bad, but I still want some overclocks on the cryo cannon. Ooh, more range. Getting a pretty large cone now. Look at those beautiful numbers. Decent movement speed. Man, the wave cooker is so strong at 18, just instant freezes everywhere. Massive burn damage with the other overclock on it. Let's get some more range. How's the reload on that? 1.83, still a little bit on the long side. But the lifetime on it seems decent.
That's one for the books. Taking it to stage 4, miner.
54 in stage 3, not too bad. Definitely take a big potency. Paint job. I don't want to lower the potency. One beam is fine. Some more range. I don't think lifetime is super necessary for me. That one seems fine. That's pretty good with the overclocks. That one naturally has a pretty high lifetime. Maybe I'll take the luck. Puts me at 44. Paint jobs is not bad. I'll definitely grab a potency though. And I can't get that as well. I guess I'll take a little bit there. but I wanted to save a bit of the gold to reroll some there.
Have an atom miner.
I like the fire damage here, I think. It gives me some potency, whereas the beam damage doesn't. And the healing artifact just usually isn't very impactful to me. The Wave Cooker honestly might be an S tier weapon if you get it to level 18. That freezing is just nuts. It has massive burn damage on top of that.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
The only real downside maybe is that it's a medium weapon instead of heavy like most beam weapons. So you have one less potential upgrade tag for it and it synergizes slightly less. Let's just take the cryo cannon and try to get that one up to 18 for the extra beams. So I think Interrogator is the only class that can even get it, since Heavy Gunner won't get a medium weapon.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming. Objective completed. Excellent job. Supply pod prepped and ready, miner. We need you to clean up the landing zone. Prepare to fight for your life. Big swarm is approaching. Headed your way, miner.
These are both pretty solid. I think that one usually gives more survivability, but it's honestly pretty close. I guess it depends on how low you're getting. I'll just stick the extra region on top of that, I guess. Potency, or some more beam range. I'll take the beam range. The massive wave cooker cone is just so satisfying. Then I can probably keep the shellback alive for quite a while here. Big damage. I think I'm gonna take the potency just to finish that one off. I don't know that I'm getting any more overclocks for the sludge pump, since that was just for a little bit of extra utility. reload speed, that's okay. It's a purple at least. I guess the slasher is actually staying alive longer just because it's staying further away from me with the lower movement speed it has. That will finish that off. I guess I'll go ahead and grab that. And I think I just want the 3 beams here. It's at 3 now, right? Yeah, 3, so twice as many beams. The 50% range is not bad, though. Reload, that's fine for my primary weapon. Man, Interrogator with some good freezing power is just so strong right now, Jesus. I can just run through them as they're frozen. Another reload. It's at 1.44, sure. I guess some more wave cooker. Just try and push the level on that super high now.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out. Well done, Miner. Stage 4 was obviously a breeze for you, so we look forward to your easy completion of the final
I don't think I need any of these. Potency on that's okay. More weapon range. That's not bad. But I just want wave cooker and cryo cannon, I think, here. Too late for luck. Damage, rather have reload or potency. Just none of the weapons that I want stuff for. Reload. That's fine. Wave cooker. That's about all I can do. I guess I'll take some more lifetime.
I can't get enough of this rare stuff.
Here we go. You found the dreadnought. Now you just need to make it come out of hibernation by destroying the cocoons. Show them what
The only thing really missing from this build would be, like, the pickled Nitra artifact with a bunch of Nitra held would allow me to get much higher damage. But the build is so strong, that would just be massive overkill anyways. Oh yeah, I had to stand still for some... Well, I guess fire rate doesn't even apply to this build. Yeah, that was actually not a very good pick, even though I can freeze the bosses quite a bit to stack it up. I was like, oh, I can actually freeze the bosses a lot, stand still a decent amount against them, and keep it stacked for a decent amount of the fight. But fire rate doesn't even help me. And I have quite a bit of reload speed already. Just run through everything because I have so much freezing. Save that for a bit later in case I get the pay-to-win console. My gold will last a bit longer. Bit more fire is probably the most damage here. Got the pay to win, massive damage, not bad. Try and keep him in the flamethrower beam, and then just hope the cryo cannon is hitting at the same time. Bit more status. Bit hard to keep him in the flamethrower there. Don't want to stand too close to the wall or the charge will just instantly land on it and sometimes cause unavoidable damage to you. I think the width on the wave cooker would be a bit better here. It's kind of flipping around and not keeping him in it sometimes. So for the final stats, 166% damage with the pay to win active, 380% status effect damage, pretty good there. Wave cooker, pretty good overclocks, would have rather had the width, but rotation speed is pretty solid. Got some nice potency, pretty big reload speed even though that's not the main stat I'm going for. A little bit of fire but not a huge amount. Also the cryo cannon for even more burning and freezing combined with that. Bit of reload and weapon range, a little bit of potency. Probably not the best stats for that, had to take a lot of damage to get the levels for it. But that's about all for the weapons. Oh, I completely forgot about the fire rate reload speed thing again, even though I could have used it with all the freezing I had there. Level 66 is not bad considering I don't think I had any XP upgrades. Just purely stalling with the insane freezing. So the sludge pump did a bit under 9 million, about 8.5 million damage over time, which is actually pretty significant for an acid damage over time, and it only had one beam available to it there. Let's see if I can do the fire. That would be 3.6, 4.4, 4.5 million. So we had somewhere around 58 million fire damage over time across these three weapons. Seems pretty good. Wait, I don't need to add the cryo into that because that's purely frost on the hit damage. All the fire damage over time is just damage over time. So that'd be more like 60 million, 61 million fire damage over time, I think. Yeah, that should be correct. Pay to win on the 5th floor, very nice. Diver's decent. The other ones were actually kind of weak, and that was still one of the easiest runs I've ever had with the insane freezing and the large AoE with the extra weapon range. Interrogator is very strong now. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.